of good dawning. This is like the first good dawning. I guess that theoretically, or we could say that it is a dawning here, right? Otherwise, we're like mid-afternoon, to be honest, or mid-morning, midday, mid-morning. So good dawning, everyone. Thank you all for joining me in this irregularly scheduled good dawning here. And I will explain. Bonnie, thank you for being here. All of you guys who are here, we'll stab this out. This for you guys. Little Palo Santo. Whew. That one got lit. Sometimes they don't light so well. And that one certainly did. Let's put on my do not disturb. All right. Do not disturb. There we go. Where'd he go? There we go. All right. So welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Good dawning. And as you can see, it is 6 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. yours. Thank you. We start a new job today. So yesterday we were out of the job at the crystal shop. First day. Then today we have a new job. So instead of crystals, we eat food. So we have food. I work at a restaurant now. And so, yeah, between that and door dashing and until we just keep shifting around here, but moving forward, right? Angela, good dawning. Chris, the volunteer. Now we're at time that Chris can be here. And this may be the new scheduled time. We may go 15 minutes earlier just so that we can get an hour. And Care Bear is going to start going at a quarter till. And so we'll all kind of sync up here. But good dawning, guys. Thank you all for being here. I am grateful for each and every one of you. Blindly inspired. Angela, Millie, Chris, the volunteer. Love you, man. Have not seen you in a minute. Seeing your name pass by wonders for my heart. Karen, Suk, thank you. Thank you all for being here. Grateful. Yeah, I didn't know I had this grand experiment here. Doing this at the new crack of dawn here would actually work. And you guys are all, thank you. Everybody who's here. And those who can't be here, understandable for sure. But thank you all. All right, Justine, good dawning. All right, Bunny. All right, so what we're going to do today is going to be a little bit abbreviated. We're trying to figure things schedule-wise out, so I may be going just a couple minutes earlier from this. But right now, as of a quarter till, Care Bear will be live, so we're not going to try to run her over. So this will be a little bit of a shorter show. But as we revamp here and revise, then we will see what's what. But yeah, so start my new gig this dawning, and yeah, so I don't know as far as hours or days or anything, or what the real time is going to be here. But I'm doing well, just catching this on the way home in the afternoon. All right, blessed, but grateful that you can catch it in the dawning there, Chris. All right, so let's work with the divine. I was going to work with the new deck from that I received from Winter Wolf, but it's too early in the morning to try to interpret a new deck. So if this goes to tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I think this will at least we'll see what happens here. Then yeah, so all right, the Divine Masters here. So once I get to work today, guys, I'm going to assume that this is going to be the new time for the show. If I'm going to be there at 9 o'clock in the dawning, then yeah, then we're going to keep this as most likely the time here. Just due to scheduling more than anything else, and it just makes it easy. It just makes me have to get up no matter what. But which is good, right? So exactly. All right, guys. So let's cut these cards. This again, it's the Kyle Gray's Divine Masters deck, and I don't know what happened to the quality of their boxes there, but the ink all smeared off. But so yeah, I would recommend if anybody's wanting to get an Oracle deck these days, if they're printed Hache in China, go get one as soon as possible. But yeah, otherwise. All right. And we've got a couple other things to go over, but let's do the cards first, and we'll go over some universal energies and what we want to do here. All right. So today's energy, take from the bottom, and then the top three. 1, 2, 3 to create. All right. 18 of you. Thank you. All right, guys. My mind is blown. Thank you all for being here. Truly. All right. So today's card is. Here we go, and we're grounding into abundance. And what is today? It's a new job and a new timeline. Once you start something new, anything's always possible. But then once you shift off in one way new, lots of new can come in, right? Lucky Stone, good dawning. All right, so today's card is we don't question things. We go Lakshmi and Ganesh. Thank you. And if you want to ground into abundance, there's pretty much no better card for a day that you're starting a new gig. Then with Lakshmi and Ganesh by your side, Lakshmi or Ganesh breaking up that root chakra to get you moving, and then Ganesh or Lakshmi to grab onto your sacral chakra and get you abundance. So this is a positive, real positive deal in regards to the new gig here. All right, and so what's new in your universe, and what abundance and creative? So Lakshmi would be the abundance, and Ganesh is breaking you up to be creative. So what are you looking for in your universe? All right, so today as well, Rumi. So in order to get there, Rumi and Man of 1,000 Quotes, mystical knowing, breaking boundaries, personal experience of God. So you're attracting wealth with Lakshmi and Ganesh, and wealth, happiness, even partnership, Lakshmi and Ganesh generally come together. So we have Rumi, and then mystical knowing. All right, and then we channel Saint Germain here, and well, are we really channeling my higher self? But all right, Melchizedek. So we have Melchizedek, the order of Melchizedek, and the divine knowledge that so higher learning. Commit to your vision through study. So all right, and then finally Ishtar. So we got a lot of familiars here today. So we have Ishtar. Ishtar is here, and so Ishtar, inner learnings, not leanings, and follow your heart. Truth prevails. So okay, so today then we have Lakshmi and Ganesh bringing in abundance. You are attracting health, wealth, and abundance, happiness. There we go. And then Rumi, mystical knowledge, and Rumi is bringing in the mystical knowledge, breaking boundaries, and so yeah, so these are all great cards. If you add it all together here, basically, if you get into your knowledge here, it's all about divine knowledge and learning. So we have mystical knowing. Melchizedek says divine knowledge underneath. And then Ishtar, inner learnings. So what are you needing to learn? So that's the question that they're asking for us today. What do you need to learn? And what does Lakshmi and Ganesh want to teach you? I use Lakshmi and Ganesh often, daily, generally. Their mantras are in my playlists. So I highly recommend that you listen. If that's something that you're down with, is listen to Lakshmi and Ganesh. Start with Ganesh. Don't just jump into Lakshmi. Ganesh, doing mantras to Ganesh first is always recommended. And then diving in to Lakshmi afterwards. Lakshmi generally will find you after you've grounded into Ganesh himself. But let's cut some cords and clean some energy up, since today is a new day. We're going to cut cords from anything old, any old, at least in my universe, any old jobs, any old baggage, and we're going to just kind of see, like we're swabbing the deck, right? So we want to push all the old energies overboard. And so not that we're on a boat, but we do live under maritime law, but that's a whole nother deal. You come from the birth canal, and you have to pass the bar with like sandbar, and you get in the flow. But we're not going to talk all about that. That's a whole nother deal, right? Versus common law or sovereign law versus maritime law, and where you live on this, what exactly? All right, guys. So favor, and thank you all again. 808, Saint Germain's number. Fantastic. Suzette, good dawning as well. Thank you guys again. Grateful. This is kind of impromptu, and we will post the moment I get off work. I will post the new tomorrow's good dawning, most likely at the same time. I may actually do it after this and just post it for the same time, unless I have to change it. Otherwise, but yeah, we're just going to assume at this point that I don't sleep in. There we go. No more sleeping in for me, and that's fine by me, because I've done enough sleeping in my universe here to last a lifetime. So yeah, so today we're going to work with the calcite. This is an orange calcite pillar, and orange is for abundance, and that's the color of abundance. And so yeah, if you're looking to be abundant, carry a piece of citrine with you as well. That helps for abundance also. But yeah, it's going to be weird because I can't wear the and it's understandable under food. You cannot. I can wear my watch, and I'll wear a different watch, but and my silver one, but I can't wear any of the bracelets themselves that they're breaking break into the food. Most likely they won't, but if they were to break into the food, then we contaminate the food and we got to throw it all out. So yeah, so that'll be different. It's just a lot of different energy when you go through a shift there like this. You open up any kind of portal. So now I'm on it, going like this, right? The grateful thing is that, like the crystal shop, I'm no longer working alone, right? So I lived alone. Then I go to the crystal shop and stand there for 10 hours alone. And of course, the crystal shop being a building built in like 1820 something, being one of the first buildings on Main Street, it's kind of got some energy. And so, and it's not the lightest of energy. It's actually quite dense, the energy within the building itself. So gratefully, we're out in new construction, right? And in a strip shopping mall, but it's much there's people there, right? So it's going to be much more lively, more conversation. And you never know, once you start working with people instead of working by yourself, and anything is feasible, new people can come into your universe. So favor to that. All right, so a couple of things here going on. Biggest one, of course, let's take a moment. We're not a political show in any aspect, and we're not talking politics, so we generally don't talk what's going on in the greater source field, but let's send love and favor. So let's take a moment outside of, and we'll reassess it on the back end when we do our group hug. But let's reassess here. Take a moment and give some love and favor to what's going on in India and Pakistan. Yeah, we don't need to go any further than that. We don't want to send it any more energy than we really need to, and we don't really want to. So if you take a moment here and let's just close your eyes for a moment. If you're driving or at work, don't close your eyes. If employers knew that 10-minute cat naps would give them 2 hours of advanced productivity, then that's a whole nother deal. All right, so don't close your eyes if you're at work, but otherwise, just close your eyes for a minute and see India and Pakistan at peace. See that whole region of the world in peace there, and favor to India and Care Bears channel. There we go. India. I'll pin that. Well, I'll pin it. If you don't know where Care Bears channel is after this, there we go. You guys are already here, so thank you. All right. So yeah. So send some love and favor to India and Pakistan, and we all have to live on this rock together. And can we figure out how to do so without being manipulated out of our peace and love? And generally speaking, yes, Zayn. Take a moment and put Zayn, throw Zayn. He's in Pakistan there. Literally 180 degrees from me on the same time zone on the other side of the world. So if you can hold Zayn up to his, your highest and his highest light, and all the citizens that would be blessed. All right. So today then, let's cut some energy cords since we're going into a new position, right? New job. It's not really a position; it's just a job. There's a difference between like a position and a career and a job, right? Right now we're finger in the hole. It doesn't mean we stop looking or anything. It's just finger in the hole to stop the bleeding financially, right? So that we can keep the roof over our head there. Care Bear, good dawning. And yeah, the link actually, all right, there we go. There's your morning show. So we'll swap it. Replace pin message. Thank you. All right, there we go. I was swapping the messages there. But thank you, Care Bear, and appreciate you going a little bit later there. And the show will end at 1:15 till then, and then Care Bear will take over. So we're going to do a 45-minute show. So we got about a half an hour here. So let's clear some energies. We're going to work with we'll do the greatest hits, right? Work with the orange calcite, and we'll close with a group hug here. But yeah, so as you go out throughout your day today, what's new in your universe? Are you trying to create new, and are you allowing new to come in? Always those first few days when you're stepping into a new timeline, everything pardon me, gets a little shaky there. Your universe feels a little like this. So yeah, give yourself, if something new is coming in, give yourself a break. I certainly will with myself. But so yeah, let's clear some energy. So from your end and mine, we're going to do an invocation for a nice and new day. We're going to cut some cords as well. So let's cut cords. I'm going to cut cords to any old job that I've had so that I start fresh. Any karmic endings, any junk endings, anything that, yeah. So since I'm going into a new position, a new job today, we're going to start with clear energy. So today from your end, we're just going to clear the energies for today. Otherwise, if there's a project that you're working on, see it as complete. If there's energies that you need to get out of the way, you can invoke that as well. But we're going to do a quick invocation here. So if you want to join me, and I'm not going to channel anybody in to do so. There may not actually be a channeling during this show, but we'll see. All right. So from your end to mine, let's take a deep breath in. As we breathe in, we're going to see all possibilities. We're going to breathe in that new timeline. And if there's nothing new in your universe, what new do you want in your universe? Where you should always at least be striving. What are you bringing forth? So in that aspect, breathe it in, and as you breathe out, blow out any, release any barriers towards breathing that, bringing that into your universe. We'll end with, we'll do 3 breaths in, and then we'll end with 3 sigh breaths, satisfied breaths to bring us into our heart chakra, and then we'll do a quick invocation and cord cutting to clear some energies. All right, my body's already trying to clear the energies. Pardon me. All right, so take a deep breath in, if you would, please, and hold it. And release. Another breath in. And hold it and release. And one more breath. Bring it in. Hold it. And release. We'll do 3 side breaths as well. If you have not done those, I will cut at the right where our stomach and our breastplate meet, our chest, and then we fold over. And then as we breathe out, we say the word satisfied. And if you do it in a sigh, it even helps more, and you drop right in and lift up into your heart chakra. So join me. So breathe in. Breathe out. Satisfied. Breathe in. Breathe out. Satisfied. And one more. Breathe in. And release. Satisfied. There we go. So yeah, so generally that'll drop you right into your heart chakra. So let's do a quick invocation. So we bring forth new energies. We bring forth new timelines. We bring forth new financial and universal abundance. We see for each other abundance, and we bring forth financial abundance for each and every one of us as we step forth, as I step forth into a new timeline, and you guys step forth into your day. May there be no blockages in your timeline. May your timeline be amazing. May what you are trying to create be able to be done with no interruption, no blockages in your universe. Whatever you are looking to create today, may it flow to you seamlessly, peacefully, and lovingly. There we go. May your universe be in the flow, and may you see all the abundance financially, lovingly, and otherwise in your universe. And may it allow it to flow into you today. All right. Hallelujah. All right. So a basic invocation there for abundance. And of course, you have to be careful if we're talking about abundance. If you're, again, we say this all the time. If you're looking for abundance in your universe, if you're trying to create abundance, of course, be specific, because I get abundance of blank job applications, but exactly, I think you get the idea. But exactly. So from you're in there, when you're trying to visualize abundance, the biggest thing you have to visualize, of course, is what you are looking for, and then standing in frame there. If it's real easy when we're looking to create something in our universe to block that out by not saying, well, I haven't had it in my universe, what have you. And we really don't want to do that. All right, we do have some time here. So these are the palm cards from yesterday. I'm going to hold off. Well, actually, we've got enough people here. So I'm going to grab the palm reading cards. This is the box from yesterday here. I didn't anticipate all you guys actually being here, which is amazing. So let's get to today's cards. We are 87 and 88. There we go. All right. So today's cards, we're only going to do, there's like 6 of them. So we'll do 3 and 3. Uranus. There we go. It's hard to say Uranus and not almost laugh, but right. So today we'll do the 87, 88, and 89. I still got to get these posted up, which I will. But all right. So, all right. 83, 2, 3. All right, so we are, am I correct on the right numbers here? So bear with me a moment. Yeah, we're actually almost done with the palm cards themselves. We've almost looped the deck, guys, believe it or not. So today's cards will be to Uranus. All right. So we have the Uranus thumb. There's a bunch of Uranus here, so we're only going to do 3. most of the deck, the rest of the deck is Uranus. And this is, again, is only one person's actual compilation of how to read palms, right? So we've got short, long, and wasted. So today's long Uranus thumb. There we go. And Uranus is the thumb, so we were on the index finger before. So there we go. So long thumb, and again, this is always your dominant hand. A long thumb reaches to the middle joint of the index finger, indicates a strong ego. You feel secure in a position of power and always have words of encouragement. So if you have a long, Victor, good dawning. So if you have if it reaches to the middle of your finger there, if it's long, then you have a big ego. So if it's short, so if you have a short thumb, then in that case, a short thumb indicates it doesn't reach to the bottom of the index finger, shows your lack of willpower. You are indecisive and too compassionate, often putting others before your own. Learn to say no. So there you go. And then finally, the wasted Uranus. So a wasted thumb means that it's a distinct tapering between the knuckle and the palm. So it kind of sticks out. So there you go. A unique tapering between the knuckle and the palm. And it indicates an understanding of people, nature, curious, and easily distracted, like squirrel. So you must discipline yourself to stay on track. So I'll get these posted up as well. So what palm, what hands are you? What fingers are you in our palm reading deal? That is the question here. And all right, so just keeping track of the time here, because I want to make sure we're balanced out. We could probably get this done with no problem. So let's do a channeling as well here. And yeah, so we're going to channel in. And all right, I already got White Buffalo Calf Woman. Let's talk about new timelines. And so we will bring her in and see what we've got here. But Karen, the Eta Aquariids are visible before dawn, April 19th to May 28th, but the peak was this dawn. Oh, really? Good dawning. Karma, good dawning. I only get online this early. Aw, much love. All right, so let's go ahead and thank you, Karma. Let's go ahead and channel here. So I'm going to bring in, keeping track of the time here. I'm going to bring in White Buffalo Calf Woman. We're going to talk about new timelines and see what we got here. All right. White Buffalo Calf Woman here, and we are grateful for all of you. We are seeing that you, Josh, we are channeling for you through Josh, for you today, and we are grateful. White Buffalo Calf Woman wants you to see the new timeline that we are stepping into. How many of you are looking for a new timeline and are creating that new timeline each and every day? How many of you have been looking to create that new timeline in your universe? And how many of you are actually allowing for new timelines in your universe? What are you doing to create those new timelines? And how many of you are allowing for those new timelines in your universe? That is what we are asking of you today. White Buffalo Calf Woman wants you to see that if you step out of your own way, you will see, like Robert Frost, there is two paths that you can take in the forest, right? What are you choosing in your universe, and why do you keep choosing the same path? When there are two roads, right, then you are standing there, and you have the choice, right, to take the path to the left or the path to the right. Why do you always take the path to the left? That is the question we are asking of you today. White Buffalo Calf Woman wants to know, why are you choosing the path that you choose, and why do you continue to choose the path that's not working for you? Why do you continue to choose the path that is not leading you where you want to be? And why are you continuing to choose a path that is not bringing abundance into your universe, that is not bringing financial joy for you, and is not bringing you what you are looking for? Why are you attached, some of you, to paths that are not driving you where you want to be? It's the question White Buffalo Calf Woman is asking of you today. Can you find that path? The question is for yourself. Are you allowing yourself to see the path that you are wanting to be on in a clear light? Are you allowing yourself to see the path that you want to be on in the highest light? And are you allowing yourself to see yourself in the highest light? A lot of you want a new path. You want to get on a new path. You want to see greener pastures. You want to see flowing rivers. But a lot of you sit in your heavy karmic self, not worthy of those flowing rivers, not worthy of seeing amber waves of grain, and not worthy of taking that journey. Why? What are you doing that is blocking yourselves? And why are you allowing yourselves to be blocked? White Buffalo Calf Woman is asking because you are the one who has to step out of your front door. As you put your moccasins on during the day and step out of your front door, where are you allowing yourself to go? Are you going to re-walk the same path you've walked every day? Are you allowing yourself to explore, to climb that hill, to see something new, to lay under the sun and watch the clouds go by? That is the question White Buffalo Calf Woman is asking of you. Are you allowing for new? Or are you scared of the new? Change, right? We are here. It is good dawning for real, and you are all here. No fear, right? You step through the fear. You step into the new, and you create from the new. You create from who you are and what you are, and you stand strong in your frame. You are the grand creators of your universe. White Buffalo Calf Woman wants you to understand that when you look out your window, you are the one who placed yourself where you are. And if you are not happy, then you pack your tribe up and move. You have to allow for your universe. See where you want to be. Stand where you want to be. Be in the frame of where you are looking to be. A lot of you are standing where you are not wanting to be. Standing in energies of what you do not want, right? Standing in fears that you have generated for yourselves. If we lived in fear, we would have never. The fear that we were living in for no buffalo, right? In your universe, you have to let go, just like we did. We had to let go and trust that the buffalo would come, that the abundance would be there, that the food, that the universe would provide. Are you doing the same, just like us, allowing for the stampede of buffalo, the herd, to come flying in? Are you allowing for your herd of buffalo to come stomping into your universe, your abundance, in your great hunt for your life, right? Are you allowing for that? That is the question we are asking of you today. If you are not, then why are you standing in frames of fear? What is blocking you? Why are you standing in frames of lack? You are not lack. You are the grand abundance of everything. You are creating this game, right? So if you are feeling lack, then you are standing in the lack game, right? Are you in understanding? If we, as a tribe, stood around and felt that there was going to be no buffalo, we would have directed our universe to create no buffalo, and we would have starved. Are you in understanding? There was a point where there was buffalo everywhere, but nonetheless, as time moved forward, there was less and less buffalo. We had to have more trust that the buffalo would find us. We did not know where to find the buffalo other than to follow the path. But otherwise, we had to allow the buffalo to come to us so that we would find our abundance. Are you allowing your buffalo to come to you? That is the question we are asking of you today. Can you allow for that flow? Can you step out of your karmic self, right? Out of your heavy energies, out of your downtrodden, your lack, your unworthiness, your programming in your dense trauma body. White Buffalo Calf Woman is asking, can you see ourselves as the tallest sequoias? Can you see ourselves as the red giant redwoods? Can you see yourself as the largest mountains? You are that and more. And White Buffalo Calf Woman is asking for you today to see that new path, to stand in it, to nurture the path you are on, if it is your path. If you are not looking for a new path, nurture the path you are on. Are you being karmic to yourself? Are you breaking down your path? Are you doing things to destroy your path? White Buffalo Calf Woman is asking. This is the question we are asking of you today. Can you stand in that frame? Can you see the path that you are on? Can you have trust that that path will lead you where you want to go? Can you have trust that that path will bring the abundance financially and otherwise that you are looking for? And can you have trust in yourself that you will not destroy your own path? That is the question we are asking. White Buffalo Calf Woman loves you, wants you to love yourselves. As you go out in your universe today, remember, You are the grand arbiter of the abundance and the love and the joy that you bring into your universe. So be specific with what you want in abundance. Be specific with what you see and allow for your universe to bring everything to you, right? You are creating this for you. Releasing transmission. All right, White Buffalo Calf Woman, you are creating everything for you and allow it to come to you. There we go. Blindly inspired. Exactly. Trust and nurture your path. Exactly. So allow it to come into you. A lot of us, we see our path, but it seems so far off, right? Like my goal of eventually, getting to Chicago, right? We see it so far off that it's like, so what do? Push it away because we see it so far off. Thank you. You're welcome, Karen. Thank you. Yes, you are welcome. And really, again, is that White Buffalo? It's just my higher self as White Buffalo Calf Woman in the long run. But either way, since we are abbreviating here, let's work. We're going to take a couple of minutes here where we're going to work with the orange calcite. Anything orange, as we know, is the color of abundance. It's also a healing color. Financial abundance. We want to make sure when we're saying abundance here, again, our universe knows the word abundance, and that's all it knows. So if you say abundance, but you're not putting anything behind it, you could step into Noah's flood, or you could get a flood of bills. You could turn around and see an abundance of ants in your house, but you're not being specific. If you want financial abundance, then you have to speak it into fruition. If you want love in abundance, then you have to bring it into fruition, but that start with being loving with yourself, right? If you want financial abundance, then it means that you trust in the money you already have and aren't karmic with it, right? Exactly. So it's really up to you how you see that in your universe. And of course, thank you, Karen. This came from at Chloe's Crystals. Not this week, but next week, I'm imagining we will actually have a live, unless I'm like working Saturday dawning. But again, we will get it all figured out with the new scheduling here. But that's good, right? Who wants to sit in stagnant? I've been sitting in that stagnant for a year, walking into an empty crystal shop and with empty, and then sometimes there'd be no customers. And so now, no matter what, I'm never working alone. So, and then that aspect alone, already a positive deal, right? Because so exactly. We don't need crystals. We have Chloe's crystals, right? So we don't need to get crystals from any shop, especially with the high prices there, but the favor with boutique, not shop, right? Crystal boutique. All right, so orange calcite. Orange is the color of abundance, financial abundance, generally speaking. But so we're going to work with the orange calcite to bring in abundance, because I know for most of our universes there, that's what makes the change, right? We want to change it into 3D. We have changed ourselves, but financially, that's what gives you more choice. And so, thank you, Millie. And so, in that aspect, we sit here and we may knock money, but if you're a source and you are God walking on earth. You are creating yourself, your universe. You are the energy that is creating what you see through your eyes. If you want to think money is karmic, then or money is not, the root of all evil or any of that, which it's not. Cancel, clear, and release that. Then yeah, from your end, you will, right. But if you allow for money to flow easily, and I'm beginning to see it more and more, that you just boot into it, it happens. It's easy. This isn't as hard as we make this harder than it needs to be. All right. Your permission. Energetics only works with your permission. So thank you for sticking around. If you want to flip your phone down, that's fine if you don't want to. But if you're here and are grateful, and so we're going to work with the orange calcite. So you may feel this in your root and sacral chakras for sure. You can feel this anywhere, but if you're grounding financial abundance, social abundance, whatever you see, you can ground into the calcite here for yourself. And so you'll feel that however you need to as well. Not going to claim you're going to feel anything like when we did Witchy Trista did with her tuning forks, and we'll have her back on probably next week. Most likely, I'll get in touch with her. We figured out some audio settings so it could be even better, and so we will have her on next week. But it's all trial and error, and isn't life trial and error really when we look at it, guys? Aren't we all just trying to figure this out? We're just figuring it out. Was doing school drop off, but now I miss part of the show due to ice cream duty. Krista will come. No, I don't miss part of the show due to ice cream duty. Krista will come in late. Ice over at 12:30. There you go. So yeah, I'm imagining I'll be off like around 2 o'clock. So that's case whatever time we go with DoorDash, right? All right, guys. And I know some of you guys drop off during this, which is fine. Um, any blockages to finances? Wow. Yeah, I'm more and more leaning that this is going to be the new time for good dawning. It's just going to be what it is. And I know it's early, but I'm grateful. But in a lot of ways, this makes it easier too, right? If good dawning's at 6 and I'm not working, then oof. Early dash, good truth wave, what have you. Oof. And yeah, Krista will be live today. Yesterday, Wounds to Wisdom, Teresa was not live. She's having some family things, so keep Teresa in your thoughts today. Krista is live at noon. And otherwise, I don't think anybody. To No Rooted Willow, she's only on the weekend. And Friday and Saturday. So yeah, all right, let's close this out shortly here. All right, Hershey, I'm not sure if Hershey's going to be live because nothing that you generally posted at the time. All right, so see yourself in abundance. Care Bear is live immediately following this show, and pretty much. Say Vanessa Williams. All right, so let's hear it for the boy. All right, guys, we'll seal this off. 14 and 14. Keeping track of the time here as well. All right. There we go. Ooh, I feel that in my root chakra. All right. Let's seal this up and do some hand energetics, which I don't do too often here. And I'm sending intentions to everybody for a peaceful day, for abundance, to bring in financial abundance, not just abundance, because we do not need like 80,000 termites or what have you in your house, or mice, or, abundance. The universe is fun, right? It's a Xerox machine. It'll give you what you want, but you got to be specific. All right, let's seal this off. All right, guys. This worked out. It's a short show. This is like the shortest show we've ever done. But yeah, we squeezed it all in here. All right, let's see what we got. We take a minute and just breathe, right? All right, pull it out. Yes, they're feeling better now, ready for whatever comes. Awesome, Hershey. So now Millie, you won't have to, if you're doing ice cream duty, generally Millie was doing ice. Yeah, this show generally was good dawning, but it almost ran into to good lunch for a lot of you guys there. And so at 8:33, it was 10:33. And that's really almost good early afternoon. And so this is actually the first time I can truly say to all of you, good dawning. And mean it, good dawning, guys. Grateful. Thank you all. Let's say a couple of things. Editorial flash. All right. Ramblings. Here we go. Here's the ramblings. But no, seriously, guys, I want to thank all of you. This was impromptu. It was off the cuff. I didn't know I would until I knew that we'd be here at this hour, and I didn't know what was going on yesterday. And you're all in. A lot of you, those who can be, you're here, and for that I'm grateful. Speechless, to be honest with you. I didn't know if it would just be like a handful of us, Chloe and Millie. When it started, it was just two in the chat, and so thank you. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I thank each and every Chris. It was amazing to see you in the chat, and all of you guys, Bonnie and Karen, Millie, Care Bear. You guys are going to make me cry, and thank you. Been looking for a lot of change in my universe, and as it shifts here, I guarantee you one thing: no matter what time Good Dawning's on, it will be on, and I'm grateful. I've not ever been able to stick to many commitments in my universe, and my universe never allowed many commitments to stick to me. I never got to complete the army or incomplete high school, but yeah. And so we're going to get to a year regardless. And if we get to the park or not, if we're doing this at the butt crack of dawn, or if it's good afternoon, we're still going to get to a year. No question there. And we'll keep on going. No idea where any of this is supposed to go or take or anything. But I'm grateful beyond all words that anybody would want to be along for the ride. And thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Love each and every one of you. All right, center up. All right, let's close this out with a group hug. And yeah, the big Josh hug. Thank you, guys. All right, so energy, just like as we did with the calcite here, energy flows through the internet just as well as anything else, and sometimes it may even work better here. And if you missed last night with Laura B, please do check that out as well. Laura was amazing. She is amazing. And yeah, 2 hours plus. And that didn't even include we just did a one channeling there. So do check that out. If nothing else, the beginning and the end where she does the group reading, and then the 3-card Monty, the pick a card at the end there, number 2. But yeah, so amazing stuff, guys. Thank you, Laura. I know I didn't see you in the chat, but if you watch this in the rewind or replay, thank you, Laura. We love you and are grateful. Yeah, she was in goddess mode. Laura, yeah, her energetics she's like the kindest, calmest, most amazing soul, and we are so grateful to have her on Tuesday nights, and amazing. All right, guys, here we go. All right, so group hugs. So left arm up, from the shoulder to the person to your left, right arm up to shoulder to the person to your right. As we send energetics like through the internet here and through each other, we spin it around. So imagine we're in that group hug like a football huddle, or like if you've seen rugby or Australian rules football, though we're not going to push ourselves around the pitch or the field. All right, so arms up. As we send love out of our left hand, it'll spin around the circle through each and every one of us. As it comes back around to you, you'll feel it come through your right hand and right across your heart chakra. And as we spin it around, we send that love and the energy up, and we lock it into the greater source field. And we hold that love to the greater source field. And as we send our love up, we see everybody in the greater source field in love and peace. And before we even say anything else, we see India and Pakistan, which could literally be brother and sister across lines, right? Generationally at this point. Shaking hands and ceasing, finding each other as brother and sister in love, right? Because that's really, it's the same blood. We just drew a line. So we see it in love and peace, and we see... right, the Great Migration, right? We see that, we see unity, love, and peace. Hold it to your highest light today, guys. And everything you see, whenever you see the word peace, just say to India and Pakistan, please. And anywhere else in this world as well, any other hotspots, but definitely there. All right, guys, as we see India and Pakistan in peace and love, we see everybody else on this planet in peace and love as well. We see those without 4 walls, with 4 walls. We see those in those 4 walls with fresh fruits and vegetables. There's no reason why anybody should be throwing away 50% of the food on this planet like we do. See everybody in our 4 walls, right? 4 walls, not a tin shack, not a tent, not a hut, not anything else, unless you're choosing to live that way, or in a cave. We all have the right to live in a home, and a nice home at that. We have enough on this planet to do so. And in that home, we see fresh running water. There's no reason why anybody should be boiling their water to drink it when we have a device that can take water out of the air as long as there's 10% humidity. We see everybody else in abundance financially and in love abundance as well. There's no reason why anybody on this planet with 8 billion people should have to beg for a hug. Love should be easy to obtain on this planet, as you are love at your core anyways. We see all the governments of the world apologizing to their citizens for the grifting, the grafting, the lying, the cheating, the stealing, and whatnot. We see the armies of the world putting down their weapons and shaking hands, the soldiers shaking hands with those they otherwise would have shot. And we see India and Pakistan pulling back and declaring peace and deciding instead to handle their differences through there we go. Which government leader has the prettiest cow? We'll leave it at that. So which government leader has the best cow, sacred cow? And so in that aspect, whoever has the voted on by India and Pakistan, whichever country has the best cows will win, and they can declare themselves the winner, right? Because it's really exactly. Huh. We see everybody here in love and peace. We see Suzette with respite care and her mother not turning off the air conditioning to her house or unplugging the fridge. We see Karen Suki not having to go to the doctor in Estes. We see Rick, well, we don't, but we see Rick not having to go to the doctor in his home ever again for his non-cancer. We see Chloe, and there's a new video for Chloe as well, if you haven't seen her lake backyard and what happened there. So favor to her garden and her burn pile, which won't burn right now because it's all wet. And so, yeah, favor to that. Her lake was her backyard. And so check that out. The video is posted on the Discord. And we see each and every one of us in love and peace and abundance, finding the best day ever, finding our joy. And we release our love tornado, right? Our spinning love, we release it to the greater source field. And we close out by saying hallelujah. So it is, and so it be. There we go. A little bit shorter because we don't want to run over Care Bear, but so you guys can get over there. But grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you. I can't do this with, I could do this, but I wouldn't want to do it without you guys. We're family. And thank you for showing me. Thank you for being here. I mean, it means the world to me. And, you know, honestly, I've been afraid to change the time of the show and worried that, you know, and you guys are here. And thank you. Thank you. You've made my day, and hopefully make your day too. Have an awesome day. Remember everything you do create your loving, living universe. If you're still in your dark night of the soul, as you release your darkness into the light, you vibrate faster, your light comes in, your cells break up as you give your traumas to your highest self and start working on your trauma reactions through breath. Your universe changes as you create your life and your universe through the light body, not your dense trauma body. All right, guys, I love you. Stay awesome because you all are. Care Bear is right there. She's pinned. Well, she's right there. She's pinned. Or there, depending on which view you have. And I love you all. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And I will see you all in the next. Thank you.